Hey, welcome. It's Domain Day from CheapWineFinder.com. And it's another wine review for something we just put on the website today. It's from Chile. It's $6.99 from Trader Joe's, of all places. And this is a wine from a family-owned winery. This particular Pichilemu Sauvignon Blanc from the Curacao Valley, 2020. Pichilemu is a place off the coast of Chile where all the surfers hang out. It's the Chile's version of Malibu. It's one of the leading surfing places in the Southern Hemisphere. And this wine is kind of from right around there. The Curacao Valley is between the Andes and the coastal mountain range, and that cold water off the Pacific Ocean gets pulled into the valley, and that's what grapes like. Higher elevation, hot days, cool evenings, volcanic soil, and you got a winning combination. Gonna take a sip, and this is $6.99. The winery does have a website. A lot of times these Trader Joe wines, like who, what, and where you don't know. Well, here you know. And we'll take a sip. And the winery does not have this particular wine on their website, but they have a classic wine that looks like it's very close to this one. But the bottle looks like it's from a reserve wine because the bottle's more of a Pinot Noir bottle. So it could be a special bottling for Trader Joe's. But it's very interesting. This is a Southern Hemisphere wine, not dissimilar from New Zealand. And there are some similarities here. It's got that grassiness, but it doesn't have the spikiness that New Zealand can have. It's kind of more mid-range in its flavors. And one thing in reading about Chilean Sauvignon Blanc, one thing I keep on coming up against is that these are under-the-radar wines. People are not yet looking to Chile for their Sauvignon Blanc. But they have a lot of what New Zealand has, but in a lot of balance and flavor, but a little smoother, a little more refined. And they say that there's like $15 wines now that in 10 years are going to be $40 wines. And that's one of the things that caught me about this one. Normally when I drink a inexpensive value-priced white wine, it's usually bright and fruity or citrusy with that lip-smacking acidity that I like. That expensive wines don't have that acidity, but I really like it in cheap wines because it does bring out stuff that it's likable. It makes you take another sip, take another sip. Expensive wines don't do that. They get you with depth and complexity and balance. And the acidity just gives the wine length that doesn't really show off any. Take another sip. This one tastes good. And this wine has a bit of what the expensive wine has. It has that balance. It has that smoothness. It has that completeness that, it's not showy. It's just tasty. And it seems to be extremely well made. Yeah, so it's not like, I like the bright, inexpensive wines. They're fun. You can't beat them for the price. It's a style, and it's a really good style. It's maybe the most popular style of wine in the world. But this isn't in that style. This is in the more expensive style for, like Trader Joe's wines and Costco wines and Aldi wines. All these store brands, they're not really the price they are. They're that way because of some advantages that store brands have, which I go over all the time, and you can check that out on the CheapWineFinder.com website. But so this might be equal to a $10, $12 Sauvignon Blanc. Then just Trader Joe's, it's a place to check it out. And like I said, Chilean Sauvignon Blanc is under the radar. I mean, this is the place to check it out first. But take another sip, it's that good. So it's one of those things where this is a more expensive styled wine for an expensive price, and it's probably because it's a great growing region. This is a family-owned estate that's been there since 90s. I think they do the Palonico Cabernet, I think it's there, and a couple other of the Chilean Trader Joe's wines. And they have their own wine brands too. I mean, wines from Chile are pretty good. But these Sauvignon Blancs, I don't know, they got something about them. I'm gonna make a point to check them out. And you should too, and if you want to try it for $6.99 at Trader Joe's. It's got a pretty label that Pichilemu it's got the surfing wave on it. I don't know anything about surfing. I'm from Chicago. Lake Michigan is huge, but it's not tidal. And the only time surf's up is in the middle of winter during a storm, and no one's that crazy to surf it. So I don't know, but we'll take it from there. And that's it for me. Keep it cheap. Stay safe. Adios. And we'll be talking to everybody pretty soon now. Bye-bye.